welcome back to the TZ Podcast for episode 3. Thank you all for those who've listened the past 2 weeks, and we have another exciting episode for you guys today. We'd like to thank all of our supporters through this time, and we hope that you guys are doing well. So without further ado,
Sorry.
that was not bad.
No, keep going. Keep going.
that?
Keep going.
Bro, what? Do I have to restart now?
No.
What's
Keep
so
going.
funny?
Keep going.
All right, well, without further ado, let's get into this episode. So I think we should start with our goals that we had back on episode 2. I may as well start because it's on my mind right now. I wanted to work out twice a week, and I really haven't been doing that. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do cross country or not this fall, and it's been a lot different. We have a lot more regulations with COVID, and it just kind of isn't the same as it was going to be. So I'm trying to figure that out, but I've been lifting a lot more. So we are just kind of rolling with the ball. Season might get canceled, so then I won't really have to make a decision. I just won't do it. But, I mean, I'm still working out quite a bit.
All right.
How about you guys?
Yeah, so for my goal, I think last podcast I mentioned actually taking videos and photos of some real estate listings. We did not get around to that yet. We're still talking to some people. We have pretty good leads that we're following up this week on. I was also pretty busy with going on vacation up north. There's a resort called Hulu, which we stayed up for a week, which was really chill and nice. And I also shot my first wedding, and that went pretty good for the most part. I mean, the first ones are a little bit tough, but I mean,
sure.
I managed, and we showed them it right before I came here today, actually, and I saw some tears, so that was the litmus test. So
that's
pretty good. So yeah.
First one in the bag, huh?
First one.
Sure.
Awesome.
How's the cooking coming?
So, I mean, okay, technically I did complete the goal. I made one meal from scratch. It was chicken schnitzel. It's German. It's basically just breaded chicken, but it was pretty good. Not gonna lie.
So chicken nuggets.
But like a big one.
German.
Yeah, but German. Like, you know, I added like spices I've never even heard of in there, and I was like, man, I was really, Gordon Ramsay in the
kitchen.
So
what do you like? Chicken breast? Just grilled it, put some.
It's like it's a whole process. Okay. But like, long story short, you just get the chicken breast, flatten it out, flour, dredge, egg wash, repeat, fry it, boom. Long story short.
There you go.
Serve it over some rice, veggies. Perfect. Chef's delight.
All right, well, today's topic for our podcast is kind of going to be entertainment. A lot of us are probably pretty bored, not much to do during quarantine if people are still quarantining. So Netflix recommendations is kind of what we're going to do. We're going to go over what we have watched and what we've enjoyed. Parker, I know you said you got some.
Simon and I are both Netflix guys. Apparently Eric is a Hulu.
I'm Hulu. I feel like a traitor sitting at this table, but I'm Hulu.
So I'll go first. I'll probably have to go with the one I'm currently watching right now and binge watching with Kelsey. It's actually All American. Simon recommended this to me a few years ago.
Gosh.
I haven't gotten around to it, but
amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Like you watch it and you think you know what's going to happen, but then something else happens, and then it just keeps you engaged.
So it's what really season are you on?
The last season. There's 2.
Wow.
Yep.
Last season we actually have, I think, 1 or 2 episodes left.
Okay.
So I know the majority of what happens, but still, there's a lot of twists and turns, and definitely, if you're a football guy, if you liked Friday Night Lights or any of those shows like that, you will love that one.
And it's just such a good drama between the first season. You have no idea. You think, a little background on this. If you guys haven't heard of All American before, it's this kid who grows up without a dad. He doesn't know where his father figure is, and he has one, and his mother is just raising him, and he's an amazing football player. But he just really doesn't know what to do with it, and he's kind of brought up in poverty. And he has a good opportunity to go to this school and play football. And it's just a really good dynamic of character play, I would say, trying to figure out, he's trying to figure out who his dad is, as well trying to get a scholarship to play football in college. And it's just a really good it keeps you engaged the whole time. Is this person his dad? Is this person his dad? You have no idea. Yeah. You think you know the answer, and it's not. And you're like, this 100%.
The one con I would have to go with the show is that the cast did so they're supposedly in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely not high schoolers.
Yeah,
They
Little
always
Widow.
do
Bad
that.
show.
But that's the only thing. Like that might
That's
turn
in
a lot of
every
people
show,
off
too.
right
Yeah.
away. But just like if you just kind of just go with that part of it, it's amazing.
I mean, one of my favorite
The
shows that I
character
watched
development is
this year was
amazing.
Outer Banks, and I'm not going to use that as one of mine. Outer Banks is a great show. Go watch it. The main character is 27 years old. He plays a 16-year-old. So, I mean, that just happens in a lot of shows. But All of American, amazing show. Would recommend it. I've seen it, and I wish I haven't so I could relive it again.
See, now that's the one I haven't seen. It's on my list to
Banks?
watch. No, both of them actually. Now that I think
Okay.
about it, I haven't seen Outer Banks, haven't seen All American, but I've heard nothing but good things from both of them.
That would
Yeah.
probably be my third Netflix. Outer Banks was absolutely amazing.
Haven't done
I
the-
loved it.
One of
Each.
my ones that I have for you guys to watch right now is probably not too popular. A lot of people probably haven't heard of it, but it's When They See Us. And so this is a depiction of the Central Park Five. This is in the 1980s, I believe. It is based on a true story on 5 African American kids who got wrongfully accused of raping and beating a woman in New York City, Central Park. And it was a very big story because it shows a lot of police brutality and just how the justice system back then in New York and in the departments were very broken and very racist. And I think it can connect to, what people go through today. And it's just a very good and heart-wrenching series for you guys to watch. Like, I was watching and I literally wanted to yell at the police officers in on the screen. I wanted to yell at them. It's just terrible to see. It's a great depiction of, those 5 kids. They went through hell and what happened to them. And it's a really good story. And the sad part is that it's true. And I hate to say that, but very good watch. I promise you, it'll be heart-wrenching and very time-worthy of you guys to watch. So go check that out.
All right, for you Hulu people.
Oh jeez. Okay. Well, I feel bad saying this, but like I'm into like comical stuff. So like you guys brought to the table like really serious stuff. So like, it's been around for a while. It was on Comedy Central for a minute, but I'm watching right now Workaholics, and basically it's just like the best way to describe it. It's like The Office, but a little more raunchy. So like it's 3 guys and they went to college together and they're kind of idiots and they end up working together at like a business called TeleAmericorp, which is like the phone advertisements, the telemarketers.
Right.
And each episode they go on something like a stupid adventure each time and they just keep digging the hole deeper and deeper and somehow they pull themselves out. And if you're looking for like a good laugh, like it is a little raunchy and out there, but it's really funny once you look past it. And every episode like just makes me want to just keep watching more and more of it. And it's just like each episode just keeps delivering just this like comical factor that I just keep loving. So
All right, for my other Netflix suggestion is it's comical, just like Eric's. My second was going to be Outer Banks, but kind of touch on that. So I'll go with New Girl. I don't know if you guys seen that yet.
nope.
I know you told me to watch it. I haven't got to it.
Yeah,
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, so the characters are hilarious in it. You'll literally fall in love with all of them. All of them have their own personalities and stuff, and it play off each other very, very well. It's kind of like, well, I wouldn't say it's like The Office, but it is like a sitcom.
Okay.
If you watch it, Schmidt is my favorite character. He's hilarious. Everything he says is just, it's hilarious. So I suggest watching that one. That one we've watched 2 times now, Kelsey and I. So she showed me that one, but
Awesome.
you need to add that to your list if you haven't already.
What's that called again?
New Girl.
New Girl.
Yep.
Right.
And they're like, I think like 20-minute episodes, so they're pretty quick.
How long is it? How many seasons?
It's like
Short, long?
no, it's like 5 or 6.
Oh, so good amount. Okay.
Yeah, but they go quick.
Sure.
'cause they're 20 minutes.
Sure.
Okay, I kind of have 2 Netflix recommendations to just kind of touch on. I don't really know how popular. I mean, these are pretty popular. I don't want to do like too mainstream things that probably a lot of viewers are like have already seen. But for anyone who likes any animation series, I would highly recommend Avatar.
Oh, of course.
Avatar is a great show. The live action movie does not do it justice
Oof.
at all.
We'll have to talk about that.
Amazing show. Probably definitely my favorite animated series of all time. I know not many people are in an animated series, but if you are and you haven't seen it, it is definitely a must. Great characters, amazing villains, very good character development throughout the whole thing, and just keeps you engaged for the full 3 seasons. And not to mention probably one of the most original and best stories that I know of in an animated series. My other one that I want to touch on is Designated Survivor on Netflix. So supposedly, I don't know if this is true. If the White House meets, all the Senate and everybody in the government meets, and they have one person who stays away in case something happens. I don't know if that's true.
No idea.
But that's true in this series. As I think his name is Tom. I hope his name is Tom. I can't remember now. But he was the designated survivor, so he is a senator, and the Capitol building gets blown up, and he is then sworn in as the active president. Oh, and it's kind of just crazy because if you think like pretty much almost all the people in the government are just blown to shreds, they're dead.
Wow.
And so this dude is all of a sudden, he has to step up as like, he just became a senator. He has to step up as the president, and through this very tough time, like it'd be 9/11 type thing. Jeez. And he just gets, hey, you're president, deal with the situation. And it is a great thing to kind of watch how a person in that shoe would potentially deal with a situation of that magnitude.
Sure.
A very, very good show, very on your toes, kind of more like an action drama, but a very good watch. And if you have not seen it, I would definitely recommend it.
My con with that one, I have seen that. I think it was made by somebody else, and then Netflix took it over last season. I don't know if you've seen the last season of it, because it was the Netflix part of it. I think it's they ruined the characters.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah. I would just watch it for the first few seasons because it was amazing, but I maybe just don't watch the last season.
Really?
they ruined the characters. Like the main guy, he just goes off the wall. It's just not him,
Really?
like we have came to love, So
How long's that one?
I don't know. I'm about to start season 3.
Okay.
Do you know how many seasons? I can check real quick.
It's right around there.
I
think it's
heard
about
of
3,
that one.
4.
God, where's
Probably 4 because 4 is the last one. That's
I don't know. I guess I'm missing out.
There's only 3 seasons.
okay. 3 might have been the bad one.
Don't watch 3 then.
All right,
Maybe you're done. Maybe you're done with
I'll
it.
stop where I'm at, I guess.
I haven't even heard of any of these you guys have been talking about.
Yeah.
I got a lot of watching to do.
Yeah.
But so for my last recommendation, I guess it's not really like a TV show. It has 1 season, 8 episodes. They're gonna make more, they said, but it's kind of up in the air right now. But Midnight Gospel. So Midnight Gospel is it's basically just an animated podcast. And the main guy's named Clancy, and I don't want to get too into it because it's really, really out there. But basically, they talk about really deep stuff when it comes to like accepting death or meditation or self-love, and it's a lot of just really deep topics with just different people that you wouldn't expect. Like it's almost like a Joe Rogan-esque kind of setup, but it's all animated and it's all like cartoony, and I mean, it really picks up at the end too. It's not for the vain of heart. It's really, you gotta watch it with a whole heart because it pulls at it. It pulls at the feelings. But it is one of my most recommended on Netflix, and it's only 8 episodes. It's very short, but it's not for the faint of heart. It is very heavy-hearted.
I'll probably have to check that one out. I like
it's
things
good.
like that.
It is very, very good, and it's not a big time commitment, which I like. You can kind of binge
How long
it.
are the episodes?
20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah,
so, I mean, you could finish it in a day if you really wanted to. And they are making more, but if they cut at season 1, like, it would be a perfect ending. Yeah. Like, it's so well directed.
See, that's the thing with shows. Like, they need to just stop it.
Stop when they're ahead.
They can't just keep pushing them out. I think, I don't know if you're going to maybe mention that, but, like, The Walking Dead kind of does that.
Oh,
like, it was so good right away, and now they just kind of drag
I was going to
out,
actually name The Flash. So The Flash
that one too.
is the first 2 seasons, honestly, were some of the best TV shows I have ever watched.
Oh my gosh.
But then, these shows, they're like, wow, we're making a lot of money. Let's melt this out.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just got so repetitive, and I can't stand to watch it anymore.
Yep.
I think it's what CW was trying to do, was trying to copy like Marvel in a way with the whole universe, because they were trying to do like the whole Green Arrow, Batgirl, Flash, and all that. And that's a cool concept, but I think they really, really, really milked it.
Yeah, and they try to create more superheroes on superheroes. Like,
and
they need to stop. A lot of the superheroes, I mean, personally, I just find cringe.
Yep.
Like, I think on Green Arrow, there's like this chick that just screams, and it's just, I don't know. It's just really, there's a lot of just.
They should have cooled their head. It was so good. Like I remember looking forward to every Saturday or whatever when they premiered.
Every Monday night.
I thought it was Saturday. Yeah, I caught them Saturdays, and I was like, man, like the show's sweet. And then I picked up on Arrow, and then it really just
I like the overlaps too.
Yeah, it was cool that they did like crossover episodes and all that, but it just really went off the
we'd like
deep
sit
end.
at the lunch table and we'd be like, guys, did you watch this? Is like first do you guys watch the last Flash episode?
Yes.
And just I miss that stuff that we can talk about it. Like, oh, what do you think is gonna happen? I don't have another show that I can say that about, and it's just sad to see that like those shows have kind of really fallen off the table.
You haven't watched it? Leave.
Yeah,
now.
Jeez.
Plug your ears. We need to talk about it now.
Yeah.
Man, that and The Walking Dead too. That really, really got stretched out.
There was a season where it was very slow.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just, the main characters died off, and then it kind of just.
I feel like after like Glenn died, it really like.
Spoilers.
Oh, jeez, it's been out for a year and a half. Sorry, my bad. But I mean, like, that's when I stopped watching. Yeah. And I was like, man, like it really just.
Yeah.
Nosedive.
Yeah, it was not.
A lot of people quit after that. Yeah. It was just so.
And is it still going on? Like, I don't even know if it's done or not. Well, it should be done, honestly.
So, but that's one of the shows, but.
It's just, that's why I like the shorter shows. Like, you know, it's just, it's not a big time commitment. You get the whole story arc and all that, and it's just perfect. Like, it's just the right cut.
Yep.
And it's just, that's a lot of more TV shows nowadays just need to take a page out of that.
Yep. Exactly. Well, I think that's it for this topic. We can get into our goal settings for this next week. I can let one of you guys go first here.
You know, I'm not really sure what my goals are. I guess I haven't really thought about that too much this coming week or whenever we do the next podcast. I'm moving up to Moorhead pretty soon.
When's that moving there?
So we're moving in. We're closing on the house on Thursday. We're moving everything in Thursday, Friday.
Wow.
So that should be fun. That's going to be exciting. And then after that, you know, I'm kind of just going to be living there on my own for a little bit.
And then, so you're going to plan on living there when you move up?
No, we have a wedding that we have the following week. So I'll be back probably for another week.
Sure.
And then probably move up there.
Okay.
But, I mean, I'm kind of be living on my own. And I guess
exciting.
Not really as a goal, but I'm just kind of trying to figure that out, I guess.
Wow. That's exciting, man.
When's
your move-in day? Do you know?
Early August.
Sure.
August 19th is actually when my college starts.
August 19th?
August 19th.
That's on the earlier end.
It is.
Wow.
But then we end close to Thanksgiving, and then they'll see if we're going back or not. Like, they'll kind of evaluate things.
Sure. It's kind of up in the air. Yeah. Because that's the same with me right now. It's kind of all up in the air. And it's weird to say, but SMSU is still full online. Like, all online.
So
that's weird.
Really?
Yeah, they said that in spring semester, and they said we're going to be all online fall semester until further notice.
Great.
Further notice hasn't came.
Fun.
So
Yeah.
So my goal this week will actually be a little small one because they got a lot of things going on. It'll just be to have a successful shoot at this wedding that Simon and I are attending that I get to video. So
sure, that's awesome.
My
goal, I'm gonna set a pretty high one. I want to learn a new hobby, and just I don't know what specific yet. Just something I haven't picked up before, something that interests me. But when I say learn it, I mean like learn it. I can do it just like that, not
magic.
Just like that would be cool to just
learn
like
a magic trick.
Just learn something that interests me and be proficient at it. Kind of just get the cogs working again. You know, not like in a learning state, almost like school kind of, but just I feel like it's healthy, and plus I get to learn something new. Mm-hmm. So that's the plan.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Well, we thank you guys for listening this far. If you made it this far, we appreciate that. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and thank you for listening to the TZ Podcast.